Hello friend, good evening. Today I have taken a good subject. It's, you can say, overall how a wind farm project is works. What are the different departments? What are the organization structure? What individual department do? What are the challenges? Various functions. You just come to know through this video. So today I have taken wind farm, you can say, construction and development. Okay, means here we will discuss what are the various functions. So one by one I am starting. If we talk various departments which are involved in a WTG, a wind farm construction, a development, commissioning or operation also, you can say. First department is, you can say, that is the land, WRD, land, WRD and power evacuation. Power evacuation. Okay, land is required wherever you want to install WTG. Land is required. So before that, who will tell where land to be checked, feasibility to be checked? That is the WRD, wind resource department, development, wind resource development. Okay, they check at various locations wind velocity and then identify. They also do EIA, energy yield analysis, EIA, and accordingly they give some coordinates through Google Map, or they see coordinates and give to land department to check the feasibility at site, if we can install WTG there or not, or logistic point of view, any HT line is passing nearby, any railway, whatever, ROW point of right of way should be checked, and feasibility, complete feasibility to be checked. There should be no issue. Then third one is the power evacuation. Means it is the same department. Total function, you can say, it is called project development. Project development. Power evacuation means if we install WTG there, we install a wind farm there, where pooling substation will come, how far the power to be evacuated, means grid size substation, how far it will be, what will be the length of transmission line, HT transmission line, HV, like 220 kV, 66 kV, 132 kV, 400 kV, whatever, based on our megawatt capacity. That we have to see in the feasibility. Okay, so this is the project development department function. Means WRD department identify a site, then they identified some coordinate. There should be no conflicts, means other WTG should not be there. Then they give that coordinate to land department. Land department go to site, check the feasibility, all these things I have done. Then a micro siting drawing, MSD, micro siting drawing is prepared. What is this? In this total, the land with revenue, survey number or khasra number, whatever you tell, that comes. It is private land or revenue land, what types of land, waste land, or what are the coordinates, and approach road to be shown in that particular drawing. All WTG locations are clear for a particular wind farm site, and where we are evacuating the pipe, transmission line also seen, just like a topo sheet in the transmission line. Same, this is for wind farm microsite drawing. Okay. Next, project execution department, or you can the infrastructure, project infrastructure development. Okay. What comes in that particular thing? Once land is identified, then land is handed over, means land title is cleared, whether it is private land or revenue land, whatever, sell deed to be done, or uh, final possession order to be released from the collector, whatever. Okay, that to be done by the land department, WRD department, and power evacuation feasibility and permission to evacuate the power to be checked with the power evacuation department. After getting all these things, it comes to project execution department. Means land is handed over, means a coordinate is given. Normally a coordinate as well as all four corners to be marked properly. But in wind farm we have seen that practically there is no clear land there. So that to be developed later, that area to be developed by the project execution department. So what comes in that? That is the civil part. Civil, this is the mechanical, electrical. These are the major department. Many others department is there. You can say, we can add one by one. You can say liaison, okay, SCM, supply chain management, store, and this is the safety, SIQA, site inspection and quality assurance, means quality department. Okay, safety department, accounts also we can say, accounts, HR and admin. There is no HR, we can say simply admin department, but it is HR and admin department basically. Okay, HR and admin department, they see the transportation, your guest house, canteen, all these facilities. I will tell you later. And other department is the security. Security is also major part. Okay, and one thing we can say, either permit and approvals. Permit and approvals. Now someone keeping CSR also, corporate social responsibility. Okay, so that department is also there, who works in parallel with the HR admin or safety department. So these are the major department, you can say. What they do, and just one by one taking, and you will come to know what are the basic functions in a wind farm development. At head office level, what is the organization structure, that also I tell you. Basically, once any project is assigned, means a project is coming, like for example, we have to install 300 megawatt wind farm. Okay, now I am talking about the overall organization structure. In organization structure, you can say I am talking about only the infrastructure department, or project development. Already I have seen, I have shown you. Still I am telling major, this is the any head of the department, means head of infrastructure. Then there will be a, you can say VP, you can say, you can take. Then project manager. for that particular site. Project manager, site head, site in charge, whatever you can say. Okay, a person is nominated, any senior person is nominated as a site in charge. He is basically the coordinator for the customer, means all stakeholders you can say, for the head office, customer, contractors, and all other staffs and other lender, if there are lenders are coming, auditors are coming, whatever. He is the single point of contact basically. And he also handle the petty case or whatever. This is the project manager, means accounts department also comes in his under. Okay, where to be this site expenses to be approved or whatever. So in project manager, I am telling whatever the department I told you, that comes under this one. Now in parallel, here you can say business development department, you can say, or marketing, also you can say marketing department, either business development or marketing. Okay, that I have, here I saw this is the site in charge. Before that, here is a one project manager is defined, basically project manager at HO level, project manager at HO level. Okay, here all coordinators like mechanical coordinator, civil coordinator, electrical, that maybe whatever the post or designation depend on the organization, but the all coordinators based at head office. Then a particular wind farm site, this site in charge, the project manager, site head, it comes. Then all department, civil, electrical, mechanical, store, safety, quality, accounts, liaison, safety, security, all comes, permit and approvals, compliance department, also it directly sometime it remains at head office, legal. Okay, that is SCM department also lie there. Okay, SCM department. So these are the basic department, and this project development head, infrastructure, project development. Okay, like that. This is the overall organization structure. Now I am talking one by one what are the basic functions of individual department. Okay, this is only a simple brief. Okay, then we will discuss one by one department wise functions. Okay, first of all, I am discussing about the civil department. Okay, civil department. What are the various functions of this department? They do survey of approach road, develop survey and develop logistic road, later stage logistic road with mechanical logistic department, you can say. Okay, another thing is they do support for design mix or mix design, whatever you say, means we have to identify the raw material sources for any civil foundation. What are the raw material? Raw material is sand, aggregate, water, cement, and steel. Okay, so the civil department with quality department, site quality department, identify with the contractor also, you can say the foundation, all stakeholders, they identify the resources where sand to be taken, aggregate to be taken, water and cement, what the make and type of cement. OPC like OPC 53 we are using NST. Then these samples are sent to a testing laboratory where a proper mix design, like if you are designing M50, M40, whatever, okay, Newton 50 M50 means 50 Newton per meter square. This one. So this is the mix design. They support this one. After this mix design, trial mix. Design mix is done at laboratory, any nearby laboratory, accredited, NABL accredited laboratory should be that one. Then trial mix. What is the trial mix? At site, you have seen that contractor is mobilized. He has set up his batching plant and all tools taken, cube testing machine, other testing equipments, whatever like sieve analysis, silt analysis, whatever they have there. Then on same mix design, whatever preferred or recommended by this testing laboratory which is approved, on same resources a mix design is done at site with same contractor, means they will take that same material is there. On way up of that, then a trial mix is done and cube is filled, cube filling and curing, and after 7 days or 28 days, sometime 14 days also we check. So these cube test through cube test machine, all cube testing machine is calibrated. Then this testing is done and result found okay, means trial mix is also successful. Then we start this civil activities. Okay. So before starting civil activities, like CTM already I have told, it should be calibrated. Then the batching plant which he is using, that should be calibrated, because whatever the mix design we have done, same ratio material should be go there. Okay, so we can also check the material at site level. What civil test? Silt, sieve analysis. Sieve analysis means size, flakiness and all these things of aggregate, it is checked. Moisture content. Okay, this is basically in whatever the material available comes at site which we are going to use for civil foundation, that is tested. Silt means how much soil content in the sand, that is checked through silt analysis. Sieve analysis, flakiness, aggregate and sand is also tested, that is the flakiness of the aggregate, oversize, lower size, whatever. Moisture, it's how the sand, how much moisture in aggregate, how much the moisture for moisture corrections. It is this figure is used for moisture correction. Accordingly, we reduce water content. Okay. Another thing is that I forgot to tell, add mixture. Add mixture. This is standard. This is recommended by the laboratory, testing laboratory during design mix. Same is used in trial mix also. Add mixture. This is only for the concrete workability, to increase the concrete workability, because in wind farm we can see it's scattered around 50 kilometer, 100 kilometer boundary, means from center point you have to go up to 40 kilometers, sometime 30 kilometers. So it's long distance. So when concrete is transported through the transit mixture TM, so it may so to sustain or to maintain the workability, we mix the add mixture as recommended by our design mix, or sometimes as per the need. Then when foundation is this is the activity, basic activity I have told you. Further what they do? Further, I have already told, survey they have done. Road development. Road is two types. Approach road means we should reach there, and our soil testing. soil testing. This is called soil testing. Whatever the coordinate is finalized, this is the means WTG foundation. We have, this is the center coordinate. We do soil testing here to know the SBC, soil bearing capacity. Okay. According to the foundation design, sometimes re-engineering required. Maybe it's loose soil or yeah, what type of hard rock or whatever it is coming. Then accordingly we do re-engineering. For that purpose, SBC is required. Some customer dedicatedly say, yeah, we required at center point only, but if strata is same all around and already we have done 2-3 foundation, then nearby also we can done. If our location is not finalized or we are talking about this coordinate shifting, then we can do here nearby and at least this to be done so that foundation activity can be started. So this is the soil testing. After soil testing, further is the excavation. Excavation, whatever the drawing is there, whatever the depth is there, according to as per drawing, this WTG foundation excavation is done. Then leveling check. After leveling to be done, all whatever activities are done, all protocols are filled. There is a protocols which is filled with the site quality team. Then leveling, then this is the foundation can, you can say this is the embedded can. Sometimes there is an embedded can or anchor bolts. There are two types. Some use foundation can, steel can or embedded can, or other use anchor bolts. Okay, so that is erected. Anchor bolt, it is erection done and leveling is done. Then we start the concreting. In concreting, what test to be done? In concreting, when concreting through, what we are using, batching plant is there. At one location, batching plant is fixed. Say, batching plant is normally fixed where we are getting around 10 to 15 foundation around that particular batching plant. Then, so that our movement can be reduced. And we can also reduce, minimize this admixture requirement. Okay. And concrete may waste due to that one also, and transportation, all cost increases for contractor also. So every time we should allocate, like if we are seeing it 10 to 15 foundation are here. Okay, 15 foundation are here. We ask contractor, we install your batching plant here so that you can do all this foundation, which is nearby 10 to 15 kilometer, whatever. This one. Okay, so this is basically the funda. This concreting, what civil engineer check here, they check slump test they do, and then this water content, whatever silt analysis also they do there. Okay, silt, moisture, these are testing, and this is the concrete and slump test is for workability. Basically workability, it is checked. Okay, and these are the silt is only for raw material, it is not for this one. Workability, this slump test is there, and then the cube testing. Whatever the cube are stage wise 50-50 MQ, whatever it is filled, this cube are tested. That curing is properly curing is done. Take care, proper cube test, 7 days, 28 days, what the value should be there, that is checked. So these are the overall. Another work, one road I have told, this is the simple approach road for the soil testing as well the TM movement. Another one is the logistic. It is a very typical work, and it is cannot done by a single person, single civil engineer. For that, logistic route. For example, this is the WTG. Okay, this is our WTG, and like this is our coming our, this is the main road. Okay, this is our main road. What is the logistic? Logistic means from vendor who is manufacturing the towers, nacelle, hubs. I am talking about large, big actually material. big size, OD, all dimension. So this is the main road material. This is the vendor factory. It is coming. It reaches here. From main road to this is basically the approach road. It may be also a village road, or you can say tar road, like that. Okay, state highway, like that. State highway also it may be. But after that, again, for example, this is going like that. This is highway. This is highway basically. This is the pathway basically. This to be developed. And all turnings, any turning is coming, blade movement point of view, any electrical poles are coming, any there is a height of the tower basically. Tower, if you say tower and nacelle, there is some height. If we see this vehicle, okay, vehicle, then this above that this tower is there, then there is a height. So if our some line is coming, for a line crossing is there, height of line to be checked. And if required, we need to heighten the light. We need to increase the height of line. Then sometimes they like this is turning here, then we need to develop this particular turning development also to be done, so that proper movement is possible. Here also we have, this type we have to develop this turning developments through Murram or whatever we have to do. This is the basically this work is also done by the civil department. Other than that, civil department do the documentation, all protocols are filled, foundation checklist, and road dimensions, and leveling of the foundation bolt, foundation, you can say anchor bolt and foundation cane, and execution level, and then a file for individual WTG, a file is completed. That is also done by them with the quality department. Quality I will discuss later for quality, but what for civil quality I can say they check all these things, whatever the quality of material, quality of workmanship, quality of concreting, curing is done or not done, what is the cube test, they witness everything, either the design makes, trial makes, cube test, raw material test, sources of raw material, how the work is going on. They also check the calibration of batching plant and calibration of CTM, silt analysis. They do frequently at site level. Okay, that is all the quality, civil quality department work. Now the next department is electrical. It is again a major department. What this department do? This department basically, first we have to understand what is the scope of the electrical department for a wind farm. In a wind farm, what is electrical? Electrical, sometime if civil is also mixed, electrical plus civil. Civil means this road, and that is also part of that one. Then it is called sometimes BOP or BOS, balance of plant, the balance of system, whatever you can say. So electrical, I am talking right now only electrical. So in electrical, one by one I tell you what electrical is. Only first is the substation, pulling substation, you can say PSS, construction of PSS, pulling substation. Okay. Then another one is the USS, SMS, DPR. Earlier I had told you that is done by electrical construction of that. Means construction means they coordinate for the material supply, inspection of material, and get the things done as per FQP, field quality plan, FQP. Okay, USS. Then power, HV, high voltage line, power evacuation to grid, power P line. Then they do WTG cable. Sometimes it is only the mechanical part, basically WTG cable laying and termination. But in termination, they sometimes electrical engineer is just asked to supervise that job. Okay, otherwise it's a part of WTG. Then WTG cable laying, termination. This one. Then USS 33 kV line. Both either multi-circuit, Panther on RSA pole and dog line. This is done on, this is latest tower, MCT, multi-circuit tower, 4 circuit is there, already I have told you. And this is the Panther and dog line. I have already told you how Panther dog lines comes in the wind farm. So these are the, and next is the grid side line bay, and all coordination for material, quality, permit and approvals, all these things. That is also done by the electrical engineer. That is different, customer coordination, reporting, that is a simple normal work, but these are the part. If we talk about electrical wind farm, in a wind farm, if we talk about electrical, what an electrical engineer has to do, that is the pulling substation, construction of pulling substation. In substation, we know very well what is the part. You can say control room, tower foundation, equipment erection, transformer foundation, fencing, boundary wall, drainage, road, these are the part basically. And further, the erection of equipment, testing and commissioning, that parts come in scope of PSS. In USS, same, you have to see all material coordination, foundation, USS foundation, erection, power and control cable laying, termination, earthing, all need to be done. ST line, total we have to see the survey, ROW, then erection, foundation, tower erection and stringing, that to be done. And I will talk separately what are the permit approvals required for line, PSS. Okay. Then this WTG cable, this cable is laid, the termination just for supervise, but this termination we require this work also to be seen. 33 line, 4 material RSA pole, conductor, cross arm, V cross arm, yeah, simple channel, suspension channel is there, whatever the design is there, that we have to see. To follow for material, then survey, finalize, we have to do check the survey also, validate the survey, whatever the survey is done for line, what is the line length is coming, it is going straight or some turning are there, so that we have to check. Okay, or we have to do as per the PCN, power collection network, which is finalized or changed as per the site condition. Grid side bay, we have to see that one also with coordination with STU or CTU. CTU means PGCIL, STU means state utility, transmission utility, GATECO, RRVPNL, AP Transco, MPPTCL, whatever, like that. Other than that, electrical engineer also gate check, inspect all materials which comes at contractor store or at our EPC store, means major metal, with the quality department as per the manufacturing quality plan. They check that material, and during erection or installation as per field quality plan FQP, they check the total work, either it is civil foundation, erection, cable termination, testing, commissioning or charging, whatever. This is electrical. Now we discuss mechanical department. Mechanical department. This is the third major department in the wind farm. work. What they do? Basically, they do two part. One part is the logistic. Other part is the means material logistic. And other part is the this one WTG erection, wind turbine generator erection. Okay, these two works basically comes under mechanical. They plan, crane movement plan, then readiness of foundation. They also coordinate with civil department for readiness of the WTG. Normally, whoever leading the mechanical department, he also look after this WTG foundation work, so that fast it can be done. Foundation can be ready. Either it is ready after 7 days to test, or 14 days, 21 days. I have seen various different EPCs there, developers. Someone do after 21 days to test pass, and someone do after 14 days, and someone do after 7 days. Okay, these are the company to company OEM decision. Now, in this logistic, what they do with the means movement of nacelle. Nacelle means you carry this. This is the generator and as well as the gearbox. Both things. Nacelle, hub, which is rotor is assembled, and blade. Okay, and other whatever other materials means ECS panels, you can say, tools takers or whatever. So these are the basic logistic they have to check. They survey with the drivers, with the civil engineer, and check कि our logistic route is okay or not okay. Then accordingly they ask. It is done very earlier. It should be done 30 days before the WTG erection, and at least our logistic road should be ready before 15 days of the WTG movement. Okay, before that any line shutdown is required, whatever the line hardening to be done, any road turning to be developed, any ROW is there, our right of way should be clear, our material should be reached at site, crane platform, that is a like this. If we talk about this WTG, then this is the crane platform, and this is the basically boom area, you can say, crane boom, like this is the crane. This is the boom area, like 120 meter, whatever. This is the 50 by 50 meter, or 60 by 60, whatever, 40 by 40 meter. This is the size basically. All these should be ready in advance, so that once crane is moved there, then this material can be moved there. First crane should be moved, then material should be moved, crane assembly should complete, then this erection take place without any time wastage. So this is the logistic road, that is the major responsibility of mechanical department. And then WTG erection. In erection, what they do, they check all these things. Crane should be earthed and completely assembled and should be ready for erection. Then all tools tackles, wire rope, whatever, polymer rope, that should be ready, calibrated and fully tested. Third party TPI should be there. And WTG earthing, they can change this WTG foundation and this crane, both should be earth. Okay, that earthing to be done. Everything is ready. Then they start one by one. They start with means this what are the anchor bolt or embedded steel can should be ready, completely clean. Then start erection of this first the tower, you can say T1, T2, T3, T4, like that. Different weight. First this is the, you can say 15 to 18 meter, then this is 26 meter, like that. And weight is also 50 ton, like that. Weight, last weight is 35 ton, like that. Okay, this is the erection. once tower is erected, you can say, I think you are, don't know, you are understanding. If there will be pictorial, you can say, if any presentation, I will arrange very soon the digital that one, so that you can see the photo. In PPT I will show you so that you can understand very clearly. This is basically, if I am telling, this is the foundation can. Okay, in this first, what is the this is a panel is erected. These are the panel, you can say. Okay, control panels and converter panels, converter cabinet. This is erected first. After that, this is put. Then T1, first come T1. You can say this is T1. Then T1. Then after this T2. They are bolted basically. They are bolted here and here also bolted. Okay, this is T2. Then T2. Then T3. T3, T4. Then after that T3 and T4. Then nacelle is put here. This is the nacelle. Okay, nacelle. And nacelle, and then first this is the sequence. T1, T2, T3, T4 is done. Then nacelle is erected. After this, in the same day, either same day they do this rotor assembly. Rotor assembly means this is the hub basically. This is the hub. Okay, like that. Blade are done like that. Okay, this is the rotor assembly basically. This is hub. This is the blade. Hub weight is around, you can say, its weight is around 50 ton, I think, and blade 8 ton, and nacelle weight is around 75 ton, and this is around 50 ton, you can say 52, 53, or this is around 35 or 36 ton. This is less basically, like that. I'm just giving some idea how to this rotor assembly. This is when hub is put a place and leveled, and these three blades are assembled and pitching done. This is called the rotor assembly. This total part is called the rotor assembly. Activity name is the rotor assembly. Means when three blades are assembled in the hub, then this is called the rotor assembly. This activity is also takes time, 7 to 8 hours. When it is done on the same day, either if early morning we start, then T1, T2, T3 and T4, and nacelle is done, and rotor is also done in the same day. Otherwise, the next day, rotor is already assembled, rotor is lifted and erected there, like that. Okay, this one. So this is the sequence basically. This work is done by the mechanical department. Now, what other works? There are protocols. Always I told you there's a protocols are there in, like in electrical, some FQP, MQP is there. Here in mechanical, erection protocol is there, that to be followed and filled. All conditions should be like that. So that is also seen by them with quality department. And before that, whatever the material they are using, whatever the serial number is allocated, they should go there. Same is issued from the store. And nacelle preparation also, because during transportation, anemometer, like that, anemometer, this is the nacelle, for example. If this is the nacelle, okay, so like that here, this is the nacelle, anemometer is like that. This is roof, nacelle roof, you can say. Maybe sometime it is not installed in the factory, or this anemometer being height, this is logistic or transportation issue, these are the removed. They all are assembled, radiator, like that. Okay, some parts may be also missing sometimes, so they are also completed. This nacelle is prepared either at location or at store, whatever, which is feasible, that to be discussed and checked at site level. So this is also done by the nacelle preparation and all these things. Okay, Then this is this documentation part. You can documentation part, whatever the documentation, erection protocol, filling of erection protocol, and after that whatever they do the pre-commissioning, means pre-com inspection with quality department. If any deviation is found there, then they also complete the deviation. Any material may be missing, whatever, such activity done by the mechanical department. I am just briefing so that you can just come to know that in wind farm how it functions. Civil, mechanical, electrical, all department is completed. These are the major department basically. Now what are the other supporting departments? Store. What store do? All incoming material they store properly. The unloading at the store, initially store identification, whatever. Then incoming material, whatever the material coming, they get it checked from the quality. If it is okay, then it is unloaded in store, properly stored, and stock is maintained. Then they issue the material. They issue the material as and when required. Okay, they issue the material. Either it is electrical material or it is mechanical material, whatever. Or civil material normally didn't come in this store because it is directly issued to contractors. Maybe like this steel, cement. Cement is directly come before 2 days or 3 days before the foundation. So that is directly stored there. Steel is also given to the directly to the contractor store. So in EPC or main store, you can say this tower material or this WTG material mainly, and electrical some transformer like that is stored there. Okay, this is the incubator. Then issue. Then accordingly they make it MRN, material receipt note, MRM, material receipt memo, whatever you can say. Okay, then issue register, then stock register. What is the stock? That to the, and they also intimate to the SCM department and quality department if any deviations found in the material after unloading. They inform to supplier also through SCM, yeah, directly supplier also sometimes, and to quality department to take up to get it correct. Okay, some missing item may be there because they like nasal or these are the covered item. Some material comes in, loose material comes in box. Okay, some critical material are stored in a container basically. Some critical material you can say that is stored in the container. They also maintain the store, maintain the security, everything they maintain there, and any filtration should not happen. Okay, that to be done by them. So these are the basic function of the store. I'm short. I'm telling. They coordinate, means incoming material inspection, unloading, storage, issuing, stock maintaining, and identification of material, proper material. Okay, proper storage, and give the detail as and when required to project department, and maintain the daily store report. That is the basic functions. Now next department is these are the supporting department. That is the safety. Safety is the major department. Okay, safety, what they do? They do provide training, safety training to contractors, staffs, everyone. Okay, they do arrange or coordinate for auditing, safety audit. They coordinate or you can say supervise, or you can say maintain safety through all leads, site lead. Okay, this one. They also see this HSC audit. safety meeting, providing JSA, job safety analysis, method statement, all these things. Okay, this HSE audit also sometimes they involve with CSR, corporate social responsibility activities also. These are the basic activity of a safety officer. They do coordinate with customer, whatever the customer required, all safety protocols are getting followed or not, whatever requirement is there for safety requirement, either it is for civil foundation, either for it is mechanical erection, either for electrical activities, all should be in safety PPEs proper and should comply all safety requirement as stated initially or as per the customer requirement. So they just coordinate and get it done, and basic function is provide the training, do the audit, and sometimes they do the TPI also, they or manage basically third party inspection of the tools taken. If no one is doing, they just arrange mock drill. These are the part of basically training. Okay, these are the part of training. And in HSE audit, some what you can say health checkup, frequent health checkup, medicals of workers, all these things are seen by the safety officer. Many other works there related to safety. First the customer, whatever the customer is asking, that should be done, and zero loss of property and zero loss of human should be there. There should be no fatal. That should be their major target. Other department is security. Security department. But when security department basically, what is the role of security in wind farm? Whenever any WDG is scattered locations, there is no one nearby. So any our material goes there. Means when any material like WDG material goes there, then we engage security. Okay, if security guard is engaged by any security agency, that is done seen by the security department. Okay, security guard, he should be what 24 hours should be there up to the machine COD, commercial operation. Until unless machine do not go in commercial operation, a continuous 24 hours guard should be there. Once machine start moving, then commissioning, then security remains there, but mode change that comes in patrolling or whatever. Patrolling or maybe continued also, depends, but patrolling. Normally the in wind industry, this is the practice. Even when our erection activity is going on, then permanent security guard remains there. Once machine start in operation, comes in operation, then patrolling type security started. Okay, so this, what is the role of security guard? Engaging security guard as and when required. Sometimes in logistic also, some crane is stuck up or some vehicle is stuck here due to ROW or due to some road issue, maybe like that. Then also, yes, some material is already erected, means before, like normally WDG erected first, then electrical parts come later. First is the civil. There is no security required. Then security in not required normally, and then mechanical, then electrical. This is the sequence basically. It works parallel, but civil no doubt first it has to happen. Then maybe electrical also start, before that mechanical. Electrical start work for USS or whatever. Then they may ask security, because there is no one at WDG foundation, or if you are putting any equipment there, there may be theft. So to avoid all these things, security guard is involved. So this is they involve as and when required security guards and monitor them. They are doing proper duty on it. There should be no theft. Zero theft policy should be with security department, and guards should be there at locations every time. They also record who is coming at that location or who is going out, what material is coming or going. They also maintain that record. While they are not aware about that, but guards should keep full watch on this movement at the location, what is happening, so that even he should note down who is coming and going, just sign the person name or for what purpose he is coming, like that. And they maintain the salary of security should be coming time, and complete security functions, either polling substation, either at any WTG location, it's the duty of the security department. Normally these three departments in wind farm: safety plus security plus transportation, safety, security, admin, HR admin. This comes, all these three department is reported to head office basically. Means this is the corporate HR and admin. They report there basically. Dual reporting is there. They report to site in charge also. Means they report to here site in charge. And at the same time they report to them also. Okay. Dual reporting, like quality and these department, quality, safety, security and admin. These department and store. Store is different, but store is also dual reporting. They report at HO, SCM, head office, but at the same time at site in charge. Okay, this is the dual reporting functions there. So I have told about that one. Now security is come, now HR admin. Another thing is a crucial, you can say, the admin, and it totally depends. Employee happiness index is directly depend on the how admin of a site is running. Every employee or every individual always require good place to live, good thing to eat, good transport to walk around the site. So normally in admin department, if we talk, canteen, guest house, HR and admin, you can say canteen, guest house and transportation. Sometimes security also seen transportation, but in normally in wind industry, transportation is seen by the admin department itself. And last is the statutory compliances. By the contractor. Okay. So these four functions. Canteen. Why I am talking about employee happiness index increase? When good food is served to them. Guest house, good place to live, all facility. Transportation, good vehicle, good drivers. Okay, timely arrangement of the transportation vehicles for site movement. All these functions, it depends on the site admin how they manage the things. Okay, again statutory compliances. What is the statutory compliances? Like if you have engaged any subcontractor, normally it happens for not directly EPC company or sometimes it may be requirement of customer also, but it is requirement. Nowadays it is requirement. So in statutory requirement, we can talk about one PF, Provident Fund for workers, ठीक है. Then ESI and BOCW, that is building and other construction works that we are doing. Then labor register, wages. Okay. WC, group insurance, like that. I'm just giving example. Okay, and labor license. Wages and salary. Means all employees involved by the contractor, all the labor, they are getting PF or not. Workmen compensation policy is there here or not. Building on other construction work for individual state wise, that is taken or not. Labor license is taken or if they are involving for India, means labor employees above than 20, then it is mandatory, like that. Wages, these are the basic things basically that to be maintained by, so that also followed by them, this HR admin department in coordination with the individual lead, electrical, civil and mechanical lead. Okay, next we are talking about safety, we have talked, and security we have discussed, store we have discussed. Now another department which is called the liaison, you can say, or liaison officer, you can say. Okay, in liaison officer, what it do? Because this is the WTC, for example. Okay, this is the store. And this is the vendor works. Material comes store, from vendor works to store. Then store it moves through location, WTG location. Okay. Now from main store to material is moved here. Means here civil activity will be carried out. Road is also developed. Then material movement also will happen. Then other activities like commissioning, you can say commissioning team will go there. They will also go there. So in this overall movement or in activities, whenever any problem comes by the local people, farmers, other government officers like maybe forest department, maybe land related department, maybe from you can say any other department like highway, state highway or whatever. Okay, they can ask why you are doing like that. Some issue they can raise. Some damages also happen during movement or whatever. Or some we need to clear. Sometimes the road we need to clear. We need to clear our locations also. Sometimes location is given here, but this is totally encroachment is there. Like this is encroachment is already there. While these are our 4 points. Land is ours, but like that the encroachment is there may be there. So these particular person, they spoke. You can say the liaison. They spoke the single point of contact on instruction of site in charge or individual lead. They discuss with the person who is obstructing and remove all these obstacles and clear the ROW, right of way. Means complete ROW is cleared by them. and any other whatever government related, maybe like police, local police, ITO, and any other department, forest, Mamlatdar, or you can say Patwari, whatever, Tehsildar. All these departments comes in picture. Okay, other political leaders also, political leader. They influence this activity basically, being in open area and various stakeholders are involved. So these comes in picture due to their influence or whatever. So that is resolved by the coordinate the activity basis on the documents for granted by the government for installation of WTG. So all these things, whenever this location is government awarded, either revenue land or private land, it is given. Then this road is also our. It is clear. It is given. This is automatically comes with it. Once this location is there, if private land is there, they will show us this is the route, and it is compulsory to provide the way to go there. But if it is revenue land, then also no one can stop. Okay, so all these things comes. It is a normal practice in wind farm that is solved by these ROW liaison officer, and they maintain the agreements. They do the agreements with the farmers or any third party and maintain all these things. Store agreement also they do sometimes, store whatever other agreement required. Some issues with local authorities comes, then they do discuss and resolve that. And what should not be stopped, what should continue go on, that is their duty basically, that they has to done. Now I accounts officer, sometimes it is also there. There is no major role of accounts officer, but what he do, he maintain petty cash or impressed amount, both same name, public impressed amount. What are the local expenses is there? Whatever the expenses, many expenses are there, like employees travels, sometimes employees go with customer or some auditor or some lender, they take the foods outside. Yeah, some local purchase is done, which is within the limit of the site, means 10 can below or whatever, yeah, as per the approval of the site in charge and any other competent authority. So all the expenses done. Yeah, sometimes some payment is also done to someone. Okay, so that all these things is maintained by the this site accounts. That is called petty cash. How working capital, you can say it is called a site working capital. For this site to keep the site run, a particular petty cash 1 lakh 2 lakh to be maintained all the time. Any emergency comes like that, okay, that to be also maintained by them. So this is basically basic function. But no other major role of these accounts officer is there. They takes the bills, get it certified from site in charge, and then pay the employees and other parties also. Okay, and contractor payment also, like some contractor payment is also done at their level. Small contractor, maybe some local contractor for local expenses basically, not for both which are done through work orders and POs. Big orders is not done there. Okay, and now the last is the CSR, corporate social responsibility. Now you can say ESG also. This is a different term basically, but I'm just taking here. Sometime I will detail it. What is this one? Economic social governance. Right now, this term is not highlighted so much in India, but in coming time it will be mandatory to keep an ESG certified person at in an organization who will not only see economic but will see the social same this responsibility, corporate social responsibility and governance. Means your work company should run like that, economically and socially, both things. We need to keep sorry, this is not economy, this sorry, this is environment, environment, social governance, like that. Okay, so related to whatever the work project is doing, means like this area we have to develop. There are, for example, 10 trees are there. We started project work and removed all trees. Whatever the trees we removed. What we have done? We have implanted other trees or not? What is the rules there? So we are not harming the environment, or that to be checked. Okay, it's okay. We are installing green energy, but not the cost of sacrifice of environmental or our birds also. We have seen in Kutch area GIB issue already we have seen like that. They are also part of the environment. Okay, so soil, GIB, trees, whatever, all comes in under this one. So that we have to check. And social is this. Wherever you are working, any company is working, they have to do good for the society, local society, which is coming around their project. Social development. Social development means it should not be in documents only, or it should not be go on to the only some influence person. It should be and realistic and need to do some development at village level, like we can make hospitals, some houses, some trees we can do there, school development we can do, some water coolers we can provide, tables, chairs we can provide, some trainings, we can some health camp we can organize there, we can we can do provide some education donations also, like that, support education support to poor children's, like that. There are a lot of activities under the CSR that to be done. So this is the overall function I have just told you. Okay, so hope it will clear you some understanding about the wind farm construction, how a wind farm is constructed, various activities is done, how many staffs are there, what they do. Maybe some missing, we will cover it in later our training programs. Thank you.